Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking a little wheat. Hey, look at there. I got a bed on. Yeah, we put a pronghorn bed on that truck yesterday and filled it up full of tools and stuff. And that's just kind of my, it's just Sunday, go to church pickup and vacation pickup and go to Georgia pickup and, check wheat like we are today, pickup and we had a wrecked bed on the other one, and so I turned it into insurance, and it was wrecked enough to I just went ahead and just put that bed on it. So we'll do a review on that here in a little while, maybe the next video or two on that pronghorn bed, and we'll show you our bed and maybe some of our trucks and how we kind of got them set up. But anyway, today we're talking about wheat. Yeah, it is flagging. It's knee high. It's growing pretty good. It's real thick. This is some of the stuff that I thought, man, we just kind of messed the boat and watered a little too late, and we did. But of course it ain't mine, it's custom work. So, but I'd have had the water running a little earlier, but that's beside the point. It's looking pretty good. It is flagging, which by that means that that little head is coming, the little wheat head. It's still way premature. It would make superb feed right now. I mean, ideal, excellent. And if it was, waist high, I would say, yeah, let's get it to get that quality. But it's not waist high, it's knee high at best. And it's not even swelling in the boot yet. So my suggestion is to wait a week, see how it does, watch the boot. This is where we're going to start cutting. So everything behind this is later, so we're not pushed to cut. I do have some right now that one of my customers that I'm baling for has cut it himself. He's got New Holland rotaries, and he went ahead and cut it starting 3 or 4 days ago. And we're going to make a big square of that, and that's where we'll start baling. But I think we can wait a week on this. It's not very big at all. I'll show you right quick what we're looking at, and see what you think. You see here, we're gonna get just a random stalk here. There's random several stalks. See here, that is the flag leaf. As a matter of fact, the flag leaf's just now coming out on those. You can see that last little flag here on the end. It's just coming out. That head is way down here, and it's little. So I don't think we have anything to worry about. Let me try to open him up. It's very, very hard to open him up at this stage, but let's try. See here, right here is the normal wheat stalk. There's the flag leaf coming out, and right in here somewhere is the boot. And right here is one I dug, and you can see here, let me put it out here. There's the little head. You can see it here. Let me get my pointer. That little head right there. You see those little buds of wheat? That's where the seeds will be grown. There's the whiskers, the beards. Cut in this stage would be ideal, perfect hay. It would probably be better than alfalfa. But we want tons. This is knee high, and if we would let this kind of get up in here in the boot and swell a little bit here, let's say another week or two, this would be up in the head. It would be a little more out of this little tight shuck here, and it would shoot this haze liable to grow 3 more inches, waiting on this head to come out. And this would be swelled. The drying time would be a lot less because this little head, people that bale wheat don't understand, some of them don't. That's what burns barns, is this little head. The joints will be dry, but they won't even check that little head. They're thinking, oh, heck, that head, there ain't enough moisture in that head to worry about. Bale it. It'll burn a barn. Promise you. It's like baling match stalks, match heads. Spontaneous combustion will burn a barn every time. But that little head right there, or in here, in this tight little woven shuck, will not dry. And this joint will, and they'll bale it. And that little dude right there, packed all together with 1 billion of them in a bale. You can see how thick that is. There'd be 1 billion of them in a bale. That right there would be just like baling water. It would just spontaneous combustion, burn a barn. So I'm going to say on that is a little bit premature, especially when we want tons. This rancher's wanting quantity as well as quality. But quantity-wise, we're going to have to let it get a little taller so we can get a little bit more in the bale. It'll hurt his protein just a little, but he'll make up for it in tons, and his cows need the feed. So that's probably what we're going to do. This is where we're going to start cutting. Like I said, one of the customers I have has already cut this week. His hay was already heading. I mean, it was like swelling boots. He cut it with his New Holland swathers. I'll big bale there. I'll start there here in about 2 or 3 weeks. And so this here can let lay a week. It will actually make my timing a lot better if it would. That way I could have time to bale that and mess with that and get that done in big squares, and then hook back onto my round baler and come back over here, and then I'll have time to kind of wait on this and start. So we're going to let this grow. I'm going to suggest let it grow. Of course, it's up to my farmer, but that's my suggestion to him is, yes, the head's there, but it's so preemie right now that let's let it grow a little bit, and let's stretch his legs a little bit, and let's make a few more tons. And this thing, we watered it a little bit late. We started a little late here, but it's gonna make up for it a little bit. This was late planned anyway, and so it's we've got time. We have a lot of time. So anyway, we're gonna check some more wheat, and we'll see where it goes. circles, and this is irrigated wheat. We'll be cutting it here in a couple weeks. It's not very tall, but it's about all we got. This farmer's got his cattle herd. You can see the cows grazing out here. They grazed this half off. This is wheat too. Let's just see this hot wire fence here. And that's the irrigated wheat. That's where they hadn't grazed. And we'll cut and bale that. You can see the sprinklers squirting water. It's down in that hole. You can see some water right there coming out of it. It's down in that hole. Yeah, looking at some more wheat we're going to do. We're up here at Stinking Springs, New Mexico. Taiban. You know, wheat in this country this year is just a little short. It just is. It's just not going to do like it normally does. We're not going to hit the bell, ring the bell on anything. We're just going to have to survive it. It is feed. What we're running into is all this stuff's too short to chop. But it's going to be just right to bale. I mean, it ain't going to make abundance of crop. You know, and they've got the water up here. It's just the way the cold snaps and that's a pretty big size sub there. But the way the cold snaps have been, and then the wind and all that, it's just kind of been hard to keep it wet and get it to grow. And now it's just running out of time. This is kind of a triticale wheat mixture, I think, of some kind. Sorry about the bump there. There's an old sprinkler track. Yeah, they replaced this sprinkler not too long ago, and it looks like they might have done it this season, but I'm not 100% sure. I see two sets of sprinkler tracks out here, so that's why I'm saying. So here's the current one, and then right over here is an old one right there, but it might not be. Anyway, yeah, pretty nice looking. There's two circles here. There's one sprinkler track and there's another one. You know, it's a pretty nice set of fields here. There's two pivots here. They're like 130 acre pivots, something like that, or they used to be. I've cut them a couple times in the past. I big squared it the first year I ever did it here, and then I round baled 3 years ago here. And they've chopped wheat here ever since. But this year I don't know if it's going to be tall enough to chop it or not. It's out in the middle of a ranch, and the ranchers got a little feedlot, so they use the hay themselves. And there's some pronghorns running, antelope. This is where my episodes of Dew on the Goat's Ass originated. Because I would have to wait for humidity here forever. It's real hard to find humidity out here in the middle of these barren pastures all around. There's no irrigation around. It's just these two circles. But anyway, yeah, that's a brand new pivot. And it's hooked up to the internet. You can see their black little deal there. That way they can run them with their phone. That is a cool little technology there, where they can control all these circles. They can't turn on the wells per se, but they can make that walker turn on and off, and switch directions and speed up and slow down. If they've got a time delay on their well, sometimes our electricity blinks, and if they've got a time delay on their wells, sometimes you can, you know, wait like 15 minutes and then they'll turn back on, and then you can just start your sprinkler back from your phone. It's kind of cool, but anyway, we'll go look at the other circle right quick. Yeah, here's a lot older sprinkler here, but it's still a good one. I think it's a rain cat or a bobcat or something. Rain cat brand sprinkler. It's got the big tires on it. Yeah, he's putting out some pretty good water. This is the other circle. So, haven't seen the sprinkler move yet, but that don't mean it ain't. I might not have been noticing. Yeah, it's gonna be short, but it's gonna be some pretty good. There it goes. It's gonna be some pretty good wheat. There'll be some bales out here. It's all we got, so we might as well be happy with it. Water's real shallow here, and with there's one circle up here other than there too. The only competition with water, they'll probably have the last water ever around here, so it'll outlive me. I can't say that with everybody else's water around, but with theirs for sure. It'll probably be here forever. Stinking Springs, New Mexico. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, and you know, stay tuned for upcoming episodes at JS Farms on YouTube. We're going to be bringing you this wheat harvest to you. 2 videos a week, from hauling to cutting to raking to baling to dew on a goat's rear end ass. We're going to be bringing it to you. This might as well be live. So wait for humidity and all. We're going to be here. So anyway, thank you for stopping by, and check out our other videos, and stay tuned for more at JS Farms on YouTube. Hit that little thumbs up, hit that subscription, and hit that little bell on the end, please. We love your views. So adios.